Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Iron Factory EX-66 Blade of Halphas, their version of Guyhawk. You can see him there in front of his box. We'll go ahead and put him off to the side real quick. Yes, looking at the box, it's the typical Iron Factory box. You got the, of course, the white with the dots on the side. You got two pictures of the, two modes. You got, Liokaiser on the back there. You got the window, ages 15 and up because it's not for children. Iron Factory 2024 plus that picture. You got this picture on this side. On this side, you have another picture of him. On the bottom here, you have warnings and made in China and not for ages under 3. And on the back, you have several product shots and whatnot, including hey, look, there's a QR code for their Weibo page if you want that. Also includes instructions, which are again pretty all right. Nothing amazing, but there's definitely a couple things again they just kind of gloss right over. But particularly when it comes to the combiner weapons, which is like. So, yep, Halphas, or Gaihawk, probably going to call him Gaihawk. And you can see here, yeah, he is very pink. He's a very pink color. He's a bit more muted than some other interpretations, but it's still very much a pink, and they didn't go for red. Because he's got a bit of a bird crest helmet thing going on. He's got the silver face with the pink eyes. You got pink and white going all the way down. You got a bit of yellow here on the kneecaps and whatnot. On the back, of course, you have, a large chunk of the plane just kind of chilling out back here. Some white and yellow, some white down there. You got the little booster rocket heels and everything. And generally looks, pretty Guy-hawkish. All that stuff. He looks pretty good. I like him. I like this robot. Yeah, and of course, this is the sixth and, final, I say, member of the Liokaiser team. But, there is kind of a sort of seventh member who... a little infamous, shall we say. But yeah, looks real good, I think. He's just a good, solid Iron Factory looking guy. As for posability, he's got a head is on a ball joint, so you got left and right, you got up and down, you got waggle all over the place, so it also is on this platform, which is kind of messing with me. You got shoulders are kind of interesting because there's this thing, this hinge, which is for the transformation, but it kind of has to get out of the way because you do have ball jointed shoulders, you do have full range, but you got kind of weird limitations because of this. You got outward right there, and again, limitations because of this. I mean, this does hinge and everything in certain ways, but it just makes it so you do this and oh look, now he kind of looks weird, so that's kind of a weird decision they made on this one. He does have bicep swivels right there, an elbow joint 90 degrees or not degrees, full bend, I should say. I was going to say 90 degrees of full bend. That's not right. You got wrists are swivels, they're ball joints, but yeah, they still can swivel. The waist joint can swivel. Right there, there is an ab crunch. And again, there's actually quite the extreme ab crunch. You can do the whole disengage thing, but it's kind of a little more difficult. Never mind, so I was going to say it's a little more difficult, but there's a joint in there that's mostly for the combiner, but you can use it here if you want. Hips do forward that far and go back only that far because of the butt plate. Outward, you have, I don't know if you get this straightened out. Yeah, outward, that got that much. You have a thigh swivel right there. Knees can do 90 degrees, I guess. I thought we'd be able to do more. I thought for sure this could do more. But there we go. I was gonna say I thought for sure this could do more. It's just it's weird. You have to kind of bend a certain way because otherwise the knee will get kind of caught on itself because it's a double joint. Yeah, if you bend the upper joint first, it'll stop right there. But you have to bend the lower joint first, then the upper joint will work just fine. So be mindful of that. Oh, that was squeaky. Down here at the ankles and stuff, you have ankle tilts. Either way, you got forward and back there as well. The toe can bend separately as well, and the heel can also bend, although it's very stiff. But it's there. See, they can also go that way if you need that for whatever reason. So he's got a good amount of posability. Although the only thing is the shoulders are just weird because of how he transforms. So that's a little disappointing. But of course, for accessories, he's got a couple things. Got some combiner bits, like, hey look, here's another, just like Hellbat, he has the little I guess knuckle duster hand guard thing, whatever, the handle. Of course the rod, which can be used multiple ways because it's bendy and everything. You also have the combiner pieces, which we'll see more of in the combine mode, which you have this bit right here. This is for the combine mode, and so is of course this part. These are both for the combine mode. And of course, there's other accessories, including hands. Of course, the usual on top of the closed fist there, you have saluting / chopping hands. You got the open fists, and you have the weapon holding hands, which of course, straight swapping them out again, straightforward. Make sure I'm grabbing the right one. That is not the right one. There we go. Swapping them out is pretty straightforward. Well, you just pull this one off the ball joint and put this one on. You have to be careful about, you know, the thing collapsing on you when you do it. But this one's a little more cooperative than Hellbats when it comes to swapping hands. But more accessories, of course, beyond that. Of course, hey, look, his chest / breast animal person thing. It's Hawk. It's also pink and black and nicely picked out eyes. You can also pose, you know, by the head can go up and down. You got the wings can flap up and down, and the legs are on ball joints, so you know, forward and back and outward and everything. And down here, the tail's on the ball joint, so you got you got flapping and everything there too, which is pretty neat. So that, you know, so you got the bird stand. If you get a balance right, you can stand him up. Okay, you just have to balance it because otherwise he's very forward heavy and he can be a little tricky because of that. Says he just falls right over again. You almost have to use the wings themselves as support, you know. But you can do it. But of course, this thing can do multiple things, of course, including being held in his hand. You can, yeah, I suppose that you do that for that is you fold this out right here. You fold the head in, you fold this back up underneath, and then you fold the wings up like so, and you bring the legs out like this. Like that. You bring the legs out like this and you rotate this around, and there, hey, look, there's the gun bits, and then goes in the hand, you know, like a gun. Get it in his hand. There you go. Goes in his hand like a gun. Pew pew. So there's that. And the chest. As for the chest thing, of course you got the fake one right here. And of course, you got the detailing underneath. And this can also plug in, although on mine, I think there's something wrong because, like, I plug this in and it's very snug. Like, very, very snug. And this is supposed to be turned around and like that. Yeah. It's very snug. And on top of that, well, now the bird head blocks his head, so it's not as bad as Hellbats, but it's still not my favorite of the chest animals. And it plugs in there so snugly, I'm a little scared because this is doesn't want to come out very easily. I'm sitting there having to wiggle it back and forth. I'm a little scared of something breaking at some point. Yeah, it's slowly coming out, but it's a little tighter than I like. And on top of that, the legs are coming off because the pressure I'm having to put on it. So I have to basically just... I'm not sure if this is a widespread problem. I have to slowly work mine back and forth until it comes out. Again, I'm a little scared of it breaking at some point. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway, putting this back on. This one also, I noticed it's not the tab, it's not the peg on the chest animal, because this one also is very snug in there. So I think it's the peg hole is the problem. So I have to look into that and see what's going on. Regardless. Oh, yeah, also on top of the posability, I forgot the wings here can be posed differently. You know, forward and back, you know, swept all the way back, a little more swept forward. You can also rotate them around if you want to be more seeker-like, you know. There's that. However you want to do things there. Almost forgot. But yeah, other accessories, of course, he has a, well, more dedicated gun, which looks a bit better. See, it's white and pink and everything, gunmetal, so that goes in just fine. There. He also has the typical spear that all of them have, which, you know, pull the one end off and you can put that in his hand and, you know, do that if you want. And of course, there's the there's two swords, two curved sword things right here with white with silver blades, and those can just, you know, pop in his hands if you like. So yeah, that's a Guyhawk's robot mode overall. He's pretty solid, you know, got a decent amount of accessories for his robot mode, plus a decent amount of accessories for the combined mode. And yeah, they weren't scared of making him pink, which is good, you know. And there you go. My only real complaint is the chest animal kind of gets in the way of his own head. There's also some weird thing with the, you know, mine the peg hole's kind of tight for some reason, and also I don't really like the shoulder bits because they feel like it feel like things get weird if you do certain poses. But for comparisons, the only other Guyhawk I have is the Combiner Wars version, which is a very different shade of pink. It's very much more vibrant pink there, but you know. See that? And of course the whole team here, which I'm gonna, you know, the whole team is now here, and I'm gonna transform the chest animal back for this. There's the whole team. Pretty much the whole team, minus of course the one guy who, well, didn't quite make the cut because of one other guy's incompetence. But hey, there's the team as they are. We're just waiting for that 7th member, I guess. So, there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and get him into jet mode, which, you know, again, that's pretty straightforward. What you do here is you take the fist here again, rotate them around 180, and collapse those into the forearms. You take the fist, rotate it 180, collapse it into the forearm. Take the head here and rotate that 180 degrees. And what we want to do here is then go ahead and take the cockpit here and bring that up. It's on multiple armatures here. You want to bring that up, rotate it around, and bring it down. And yeah, bring it down. You want to bring it down like this, so like that those little tabs will go in first, like that. There we go, like that. And yeah, bring the head just kind of sit right there. Now down here at the get those kind of legs. Down here at the legs, what you want to do is bring the feet up, the toes particularly, bring the toes up right here like that, and then take the landing gear and bring them back, and they'll kind of notch into the little slots right there. Not really super well, but that kind of guides them where they're supposed to be. Just kind of notch in right there, like that. Want to unfold this stuff, just get that stuff all unfolded, and then you want to bring this bit out. Yeah, bring those out. You collapse the legs down most of the way. Want to collapse those legs down, then partway down you want to bring this back down. So then yeah, because this is going to tab into the butt plate. Yeah, so again, collapse the legs down. Mine, these are kind of tight, weirdly enough. And bring those down, collapse those in, then tab the legs together. So tab the legs together. And then tab it into the back right there. Now right here, what you want to do is, again, make sure these are all folded away properly. You want to bring the arms back on these armatures. You want to bring them back and, you know, bring the hinge down and bring them out on that hinge so they look like this. And you also want to rotate the arms so they look like that. Same thing on this side. Bring that down. Bring that down on this hinge and bring this up on this hinge and like that. Then rotate the biceps so it looks like that. And then what you're going to do here is make sure those are all straightened out. Then these are going to come down, and there's the peg hole right here, which is going to go over this peg right here on the arms. It's all lined up. Get that pegged in. Get this pegged in. Then again, straighten out these wings, the tail fins and whatnot a bit. And up here, what you want to do with these little shoulder pieces, you want to bring those inward. Just they're on the double hinges themselves. Become the vents, the intakes for the jet. You bring those in like that. And then to go ahead and deploy the front landing gear like so, and also remove this piece because that's going to be a little bit in the way. And make sure everything is straightened out again. And there you go. There's Gaihawk in his vehicle mode. Yeah, it is a pink and white jet with some golden detailing. It's got the orange translucent cockpit there. You got some gunmetal vent detailing right there. The intakes are right there. The head is just chilling out right there. You got the, of course, the landing gear, which, deploys, but there's no spinning tires or anything. It's kind of weird how they have the arms are the thing that keeping the wings in place, considering those are how those sit and everything. It's kind of an odd choice, but sure, it works, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty decent looking jet mode overall. It's pretty decent little jet mode again. Of course, yeah, it's the whole thing of a robot underneath the jet, but that's just kind of par for the course when it comes to this sort of thing. So, take what you can get. So, there you go. Real quick, some comparisons again. So again, here's the Combiner Wars version of Gaihawk, which is again much more pink, and also much more F-14-esque. There's the entire team right there, all 6 of them, minus a green helicopter, I guess. But yeah, looking pretty good together. So there you go. So yeah, one final mode to get through on Gaihawk here, which is to get him into his arm mode. So first thing they're going to do is want to go ahead and unpeg the wings from the arms and just kind of bring those up. And right now, just unpeg those, bring those up for now. Get the landing gear, that front landing gear folded away. From what you want to do here is you want to bring these back out. You want to bring the shoulder bits back out, right? You want to bring those out and bring that out right here, like so. Go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get this untabbed right there and bring that out, and then this will go ahead and you want to bring that out right here and rotate that around on that ball joint and then bring it down like this. And go ahead, then there is then take the wings and rotate those around. You might have to get that out of the way. Rotate those around, rotate that around, and go ahead and bring that down. Get those wings, everything's settled right there. All that squared away right there. Go ahead then and bring the arms back up right here, like that. Bring those up right there and right there, and those hinges, bring those up, separate, and then go ahead and pull the waist down again. You want to pull this down. There's this piece right here. You want to pull this down right here. Like that. You want to pull that all the way down like that. That's this. So it looks like that. You can go ahead and open this up, the back plate. You want to go ahead and open that up. Okay, it is being stubborn. I've never had it be stubborn like this before. Yeah. Come on, there we go. Open that up, and go ahead and rotate that, and also collapse the head in. I don't think it really matters which way you put it in, but don't think so anyway. Well, it might matter. Looking at that beak head might stick out a bit if you fold it in that way, yeah. But fold that in and close this up, like so. All that right there. And right here, what you want to do is the arms, you want to bring those back and then rotate them at the bicep forward and then bend them at the elbow, both elbows. That peg will go into that hole right there, like that. Same thing right there. Bring that back, rotate the bicep, bend both elbows, like that. Then peg it in to the side, like so. Oh yeah, bring those back down. Everything will just kind of square away. Then right here, what you want to do is go ahead and take the thrusters and bend those back. Right here, see, this is the right arm, so you want to go ahead and rotate this hinge. You want to rotate this hinge this way, like that. So what you want to do is so what you want to do here with the tail fins is you want to rotate this one back, rotate this one down, rotate this one down over top, and then rotate this one like that. Now, what you want to do from there is take this little white clip piece right here. This will clip over the this joint right here, like that. And then you take this piece, this panel right here, and you put it over top. You put this out like this, I believe. Yeah, this one goes up. Like, no. I'm misremembering. Yeah, make sure it all fits in there. Should anyway. Yeah, it fits over top like that. Like that. Clips over. Feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm sorry, this one goes out. That's the thing. This one is the one that goes out. This one, yeah, it goes back or whatever. Yeah. However you want, really, with that. Yeah, I almost feel like do that. Yeah, this is the one I still have to. It's one of those things I don't remember exactly the exact configuration because it's like it's not symmetrical. It's all I remembered. It's all I remember, you know. Yeah, they want you to put it back like that. So there you go. So yeah, that's the arm for Gaihawk, more or less. This kind of needs to be just, yeah, the kind of arm for Gaihawk, which, yep, sure looks like an arm, all right, with a pretty cool shoulder accoutrement. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking arm thing. It's still pinkish. And again, I won't be doing any combined mode comparisons. I won't be doing that till well, the full combined mode video, which will be showing up pretty shortly, so you see the all the differences there. But yeah. It's going to be pretty cool. But again, it's interesting. Yeah, compared to all the rest of them, it's actually most of the mass here is the actual figure. So that's this plate and this thing. But yeah, most of the mass is the actual figure, which is pretty interesting compared to how the rest of them were. So yeah, that's the. Just remembering that doesn't go right there. That goes up here. I'm misremembering. This actually goes up here like that. Means I also got the. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I'll mention that in the. Combined mode video, but yeah, the actually combined mode video, but yeah, I mistransformed Hellbat a little bit for the combined mode. Not a huge problem, but you know, just I gotta remember to mention that I did it wrong or something. Yeah, because yeah, the cockpit's supposed to go on top like that, not into that. I was wondering why I wasn't sitting right. Yeah, the cockpit's supposed to go on top. I'm stupid, but yeah. You guys, as a whole, this figure. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good figure, I think, overall. As a standalone figure, it's pretty good. The only thing is, on mine, the chest animal is, and the chest piece, anything that pegs in the chest, the chest piece, yeah, this hole right here in the chest is a little tight. I'm wondering if there's some excess plastic or something there, because it's a little tighter than I'd like. It's uncomfortable plugging things in and unplugging things. I don't like the shoulders because of how they did the vents for the shoulder. I don't like how those work. But the transformation's overall pretty fun and clever. I guess, you know, it's pretty typical jet former stuff, but, you know, pretty fun. The robot mode looks overall pretty good. And the jet mode looks pretty good. So, as a standalone figure, he's pretty good. But, yeah, you know, it's one of those things most of us, anyone who's buying this is probably buying, you know, the full set anyway. But overall, it's pretty good as a standalone figure if you're in for that. But, yeah, I think overall it's worth considering picking up even as a standalone. But also the only problem is, of course, at this point, I believe it's starting to sell out already, and I just got mine. It's already starting to sell out. But it'll cost you about what, $40-$50, I think, from like Show Z. I think it's a little more expensive if you go from domestic retail. It's like it goes to like $60-$70 possibly, but $40-$50 is actually pretty good, I think. And yeah, I rather like it as a whole. That's $40-$50 with shipping, mind you. I rather like it as a whole, and I think it's a really good figure, and yeah. The only thing is I just have a couple of those little complaints about, yeah, again, the chest piece, the chest part and the shoulders I'm not really a big fan of. So yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.